Welcome back to Beanstalk. It's episode 9.
9.
Really? 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 9 deep.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Oh, this week, PlayStation, just a couple days ago, they released a State of Play. A very disappointing State of Play.
Well, there was a lot of bows.
No, there wasn't.
Oh. Well, there was like 2 games that had bows and arrows in them.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah. Because this one actually looked pretty good, so I was like, yeah.
No, I think we're all saying the same thing.
We're going to get into it.
Mhm.
So the State of Play, they started out revealing more footage of Crash 4, which, to me, as a Crash Bandicoot fan, disappointing.
See, I've never played a Crash game, so...
Yeah, me
No
neither,
comment.
and I was also disappointed. I'm like, get out of here, Crash.
See, the only Crash game I played was when McDonald's would have the little,
Oh, yeah, those little handheld ones with your Happy Meals.
And,
I
yeah.
think I still have a Shadow one, because he played hockey. And that shit's
I got the Crash one, and you would have to hop over the logs. Yeah.
and that's all you did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally all you did.
That's all you need, really.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to start out playing Crash Bandicoot, if you're mildly interested, you can get the Insane Trilogy on just about anything. It's been ported to all the things. And the Crash games are really good. 1 through 3, and then you get to Crash Wrath of Cortex, and that one's just garbage. Twinsanity was even more garbage. And I didn't play anything after that, but I can assure you, everything after Crash 3 was just garbage. And then I look at Crash 4 and I see the footage for it and I see what they have going with it, and they're like, we are making this game for the hardcore Crash fans, and we're also trying to get new Crash fans. And to me that just says you're making the same mistakes that they
So,
made.
random question here. When are we getting Croc 3?
Never.
Never.
Nobody liked Croc.
God damn it.
No, wait, hold on. What's this Croc shenanigans? Maybe I'm interested.
Croc was also a PS4, big PS4 release.
Wait, PS4. I
I
remember
mean,
having
PlayStation. Sorry.
I had it on the PC, like way back then when they still had discs.
Yeah.
Remember those things?
I remember.
CD-ROMs, yeah. Love
Man, can we bring back CD-ROM? I feel like CD-ROM didn't have a fair share.
Sure. Do you want how downscale do you want your video games now?
No, I just want to refer to the discs as CD-ROMs, even if it's not
Compact
accurate.
disc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I forget what ROM stand for, because I know CD is compact disc.
ROM. I have no idea what ROM stands for. It might not. It could
Sounds
just.
official. Sounds technical.
It could just be a thing, and it's not like an acronym. But I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah, I got no clue. Anyway,
Yeah.
So, but Crash 4, it just looked dull. It looked lifeless. They're like, oh, we're trying to get in new fans. It's like, oh, so you're simplifying it and you're streamlining
It's
it
like
and
an
you're just
adventure
taking away.
platformer type deal, right?
Yeah, honestly, when I saw the trailer, I thought, oh, they're porting over the trilogy to PS5 because it looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
And they made a point of saying, no, it's not the same. Like, boy, bro, and then I fast forwarded and then I skipped it.
Never
Yeah.
been a fan too much of adventure platformers, because to me they're all the same.
I also agree.
So that's just me being biased. So yeah,
Yeah, if
There's
you're
no bias
looking,
there.
well,
Unless it's anime pornos, then those adventure platformers are awesome. And yeah, see everyone, freaking get a plug here. Honey Pop. That's not a platformer, but that's like Bedazzled, where you align the freaking thing. I think.
a
yeah,
Bejeweled game.
Yeah.
you play Bejeweled and then you get to have sex with the women.
Now they'll refer to Candy Crush, but it's Bejeweled.
Man, it is Candy Crush. Code.
It will always be Bejeweled to me.
Yeah, no, because Bejeweled came first.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so enough about Crash 4. The next thing that they announced, they didn't announce it, but they showed Hitman 3, and they showed that you can do Hitman in PSVR. And to me,
That's what that was.
yeah,
I think I'm gonna skimmed over it because it was so short.
yeah, well,
Yeah. Okay.
they showed that you can be Agent 47, and you can strangle people in VR.
Okay.
What I will give this VR demonstration is that he had hands and arms. Most VR I've seen is just the hands and maybe the wrist.
Speaking of VR, can we skip to the other VR game that was on there?
What other VR game?
The Vader Immortal.
Man!
Because
Yeah, no, let's talk about it.
it makes me want PSVR. Because,
No, see, that's funny. It makes me not want PSVR.
Oh, really?
I want to
Oh.
buy it so I could throw it against the wall.
Well, I like lightsabers and I like being able to swing it.
was.
But to be fair, I'll be getting my what's it called?
Your Index?
Yeah, my Valve
In the year
Index.
2022?
Probably. Eventually. It'll come sooner or later, and then I'll get Blade and Sorcery, and then I'll have my fix. It'll be good.
Well, Vader Immortal, I mean, when I saw it, I was like, man, this looks so cool, but I don't know what it's about. And then it was like VR, and I was like, I'm not paying that $300 for the PSVR. I need that money for the PS5.
Oh yeah, not shelling out money to play another Star Wars Kinect game.
Yeah.
Which is what it basically is, but it just looks better.
I mean,
You
also,
know,
yeah.
Now imagine that game on the Index. I think it'd be pretty good, because you got the finger tracking. Oh, it'd be great.
Are you sure the problem was that it couldn't track your fingers? Are you sure the problem wasn't that Star Wars Kinect is just garbage?
Oh, Star Wars Connect. No, I'm talking about the Vader Immortal thing.
Vader Immortal?
Yeah, it might be fun with them, some finger action.
You see your hands come on screen, you just flutter your fingers. You're like, yep, that's good gaming right there.
Exactly. That's literally the only reason I picked up the Index instead of any other of the... Even though you can probably still get the finger tracking on Oculus or whatever
You get
separately.
You,
But, screw Facebook.
you play, you get you finally get the Index, and you play like Half-Life Alyx or something, and then you get in there and just wiggle your fingers around for 5 minutes, and then you turn the game off.
That's a 10 out of 10 right there.
Man, if the trailer just saw hand wiggling in VR, I would buy that game immediately.
Because, to be fair, the only thing I want out of VR, eventually, is when I can start tasting things.
No, you don't, because I think that's going too far.
No,
You're going into SAO territory at that point.
That's exactly what I want,
Your
though.
mouth's going to get locked into the online world this month.
All
and it's
I
gonna
want
die.
is to have a nice burger in VR and then be able to eat it,
No, just have
enjoy
a
it,
real good
and
burger.
not get fat. It'd be great. I don't have to worry about weight. I don't have to worry about getting full. I can just eat as much as I stinking want, and nothing's gonna happen.
But then you come out, and then nothing you eat in the real world is that good, and then you go mad because you can't reach that same satisfaction that you had, and then
It's fine. I'll live with it.
well,
Oh my goodness.
I mean, when else am I gonna eat blowfish without any risk? Think of it.
what are you talking? Dude, they got it down to a science. I can guarantee that if you go to a restaurant that regularly serves blowfish, they know how to get out of the poison. They know how to go around the poison.
Also, how many people died before they figured out how to get the poison out properly?
A lot.
But like how many? How much do you think?
I don't know.
And also, why did they continue if people were dying eating it?
Because they knew that there was some part.
Of all the things that are just lying
it must
around,
have been too delicious.
There had to be.
people were dropping dead. Is what.
They knew. They kept eating it and they kept dying, and they knew there had to be some part of this fish that was edible. There just had to be.
What about the crabs and lobsters? The cockroaches of the sea. Who looked at that and was like, and then just
though,
drank the goo.
Lobster's okay. I like crab more though. I think crab is better.
I don't know. I like that lobster ass, that lobster tail. That's where it's all at.
Also, lobster's ridiculously expensive in comparison to crab. So
True.
Because that ass.
But no, I think crab is just overall.
But then why don't you just get a permit and pick up a boat and just go out to San Francisco and fish yourself up some crabs and lobsters?
But then I end up like Bubba,
like
Forrest
Bubba?
Gump. Yeah, and Forrest Gump.
Yeah, but
He wanted to
Bubba.
be a shrimping boat captain.
Yeah, he was gonna fish up all kinds of shrimp, and he
But
was
then
gonna
he
serve
never
all
made it
kinds of
back.
shrimp. But he went to war. You're not going to war, Ismont.
Yeah, he was in Nam.
The concept is the same.
We got so far away from Hitman 3. Okay. So apparently the Hitman trilogy, the recent remake trilogy, is like coming out. Also on PSVR. That was part of the announcement.
Mm-hmm.
That ought to be pretty cool.
Yeah, the Hitman games are always pretty awesome. So
After Hitman 3.
I don't know. I feel like it'll lose some of the allure. Like people are like, oh yeah, cool VR, but they're gonna go to play and be like, oh, this is not what I wanted.
But let's be real though. The very first VR game was Godfather on the Wii. Man, strangling people on that game was so much fun. Just shaking the Wii remotes. Ah, felt good.
Hitman VR is for you, Ismont.
I'm pretty sure
Although
it is.
I have to say, there's a scene in the trailer where he unwraps the wire for the strangling. I'm like, whoa, okay,
Ooh.
I might need to get it.
The Garrett wire. Oh, that's also really fun in Godfather on the Wii. Pick it up, by the way. Don't pick up the Godfather on any other system. You have to pick it up on the Wii. Otherwise, when you shake the remote, it's not going to be as fun.
Yeah. Okay, so after Hitman,
No, man, sorry, but the Wii was such a good console. Holy crap, man. Okay, no, okay, but you can. I'm sorry. The Wii doesn't get a good. People need to know the Wii, man.
when we have nothing to talk about on a podcast, I want to do a podcast about GameCube games and Wii games.
Okay, I'd be down for that.
Yeah,
And if you did not know, the Wii is the GameCube.
the Wii is it's less powerful than the
The
GameCube.
Wii is GameCube VR.
We can get to that. We can get to this topic some other time.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty.
Finally, after Hitman 3, they announced Braid Anniversary. Braid was an indie game from 2008.
It was a platformer, so I was never too interested.
Yeah, it was a platformer where the main mechanic was that you can reverse time.
Yeah.
Any mistake that you make, you can take back and see what would happen if you did things in a different way.
Yeah, not really for me, because I don't
So,
really
like Life is
platformers,
Strange
but-
plus platforming?
Yeah, that's kind of how it would be described, yeah.
The Anniversary Edition, though, is coming 13 years after it released. I don't understand why the specific 13.
That's a interesting number. 13 is never
Maybe
considered good.
Maybe the guy started working on the Anniversary Edition at the 10-year anniversary because the first time he made the game, it took him 3 years. And maybe it's been a couple generations since 2008 with gaming consoles. So maybe it just took a long time for him to have to port it and
Probably.
update it.
Hindsight is 2020. He probably should have started at 7 years.
Yeah. After Braid was the game called The Pathless, with a main character called The Hunter.
Well, this one was kind of cool. I kind of like this one. Just a little bit.
It
No,
does.
Pathless is the one with the bow and you shoot it
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Yeah.
did look good. Okay.
It looks really nice, pretty sleek, you know?
Mhm.
But, I don't know if I'll end up playing it or not, because it didn't look like my kind of thing, but it looked pretty cool.
It's
I'll
like
give it
a momentum adventure game. Like the
Yeah.
hunter kept like running through the forest and shooting things as they were going, and like it just looked cool. Like you keep moving, you keep shooting, and you like parkour and you do things.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that kind of puts me off is the whole it's just a momentum thing.
It's not a walking simulator, but
yeah,
it's a walking simulator.
Yeah, it's yeah, exactly. But
Yeah, maybe Greg or a special guest will get it, and we'll just have to watch him play it.
but no, it really does look super pretty. The fighting looks pretty nice because when they're fighting that beast at the kind of I think around the end of the trailer, right?
Yeah, I want to say.
Yeah. That looked pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
So,
the stealth section where the beast could see them, and I assume if it sees you, it kills you.
But yeah, no, it looked pretty dang good. The whole fight scene, that whole bit, it looked good. I like bows and arrows in games, especially when the bow and arrow feels pretty solid, you know, pretty good. So yeah, I'm interested. Give it that.
I like bows in real life. Archery is awesome.
I remember back in I think it was back in high school.
High school.
Yeah, they gave us the whole archery
Yeah.
section.
Oh yeah, no, I crushed that.
It was great. It was fun.
Man.
I definitely injured myself a couple of times with the when trying to knock the bow. But, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. When you release it, sometimes scrapes you. But yeah. Besides that, it's pretty good.
I accidentally, on purpose, lost many arrows by shooting them into the stands. Because why wouldn't I? Because, like, gym teacher, you're not gonna stop me. I have the weapon. of course, I had to run and go find them, so that wasn't fun. But that's a mistake I'd make again and again.
I don't recall if anyone ever ended up doing it, but don't run through the firing range of the bows.
Oh, I ran through all the ranges.
Yeah.
There was no stopping me.
You get hit.
I even turned my bow sideways like I was from the hood. And then the gym teacher didn't like that. But I'm like, but when you get the bullseye messing around, they're like, oh, okay, then we're going to leave them be.
I don't remember if I even hit the target, but it was good fun.
That's smart, yeah.
It was good fun.
Dude, I got a bullseye on my first shot, and then I kept it. When I wasn't trying, and then when I was trying, I couldn't get anywhere near it. I was so upset.
The archery bit that was a fun section. The section I hated was swimming. And that's because it was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, swimming sucked.
Why does swimming suck?
Because they had like really high expectations, like a really high
Maybe
level.
you just don't know how to swim, Christopher.
No, I know how to swim. I don't get why. I mean, I can freaking swim in a deep end. I've done it. Like, I've swimmed in like a 10-foot deep end. Like, I know how to freaking swim. I'm not gonna sink. I'm not a dumbass. But they made us take this stupid test where you have to be an Olympic level swimmer in order to go to the deep end, and it's like, why do I need to do this?
Basically, all we did was sit in the pool and chat, so,
I pushed Jackson in a lot. I mean, hindsight's 20/20. I do it again.
Rip Jackson. But yeah, never liked the swimming bit. I just hated having to get changed and then smell like chlorine for the rest of the day, especially because you had PE early in the morning.
Oh, you had it in the morning? Oh, that's not
yeah.
good. I had it.
Yeah, not
I
fun
think it
at
was
all.
my 5th or 6th period. So
See,
it was.
that's when you want to do.
Yeah,
want to
see, that's
swim.
why I'm like, man, I had a very different swimming experience. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry
for me, I always smelled like chlorine the rest of the day.
Yeah, no, see,
it
in the
was
morning is no good.
Yeah, and also it was really cold.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, why would people do that?
yeah, I hated life. It was okay.
Mm.
All right, carry on, Chris.
Okay, so after the path list, there was Spelunky 2.
See, this one, I played Spelunky 1. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't play it too much because platforming. I'm not too into the whole platforming business, but I do like the roguelike aspects of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Spelunky 1, so we'll see Spelunky 2.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
good.
this procedurally generated mines you get to go through, and
It's roguelike.
you find things, and there are instant death traps, and it's the Spelunky 1 is a good game, and Spelunky 2 looks like the same game, but the
better.
But the guy announcing it was like, oh, we've added some things because of the experiences that people had with it. We've added more interesting elements, more random elements to this
Is there multiplayer co-op?
Yeah,
I think there might be, actually, yeah.
I mean that's how the first game was. It was multiplayer co-op.
I never played
that's why I
co-op,
asked.
so I'm not too sure. But I guess if Chris says so, I'm taking
No,
his word
I
for
mean,
it.
back in the heyday of the 360 and the PS3, back when they were still the new hot. Yeah, no, I remember playing Spelunky a couple times online, and it was fun, and then I never touched it again.
Yeah, it's one of those games you like when you have some time to kill, you just sit down, play for a bit, and then you're done.
Yeah, also, if it's, hey, this game's free, play with me, you're like, oh, okay, sure, right?
Well, I think you pay for Spelunky. So.
I didn't.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
It was one of those free with the membership.
Oh, I see. Free with gold.
I'm
or
like, oh,
whatever.
what's this Spelunky? And then they're like,
Oh.
oh, yeah, no, dog, you gotta play it. I'm like, oh.
That does remind me, though. Microsoft canceled the gold for this weekend, I think, or whatever, or for this month, or something like
The
that.
games with gold.
Yeah,
Ooh.
or something. I saw an article briefly, so I only saw the headline, so I didn't get to read the article. But if that's true,
Do you want to look?
Dang.
I know that sounds interesting. Do you want to look that up? Maybe
Yeah.
read the article?
I mean, I've been looking at like the games with gold for the past few months just to see if there's any reason for me to still have an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've never been. I haven't like nothing. Like they keep just pushing these things, and I mean, there's kind of a reason why they allow these games to be free with gold. And
Yeah. Also, conversely, PS Now or PlayStation Plus has been crushing it. I feel.
yeah,
Do you not have the onlines for the?
I don't have PS Plus.
Oh yeah, you're
mean-
more of the Switch man, right?
Yeah, I mean the Switch Online was $20, so I got that. And if I do, when I do get Xbox Live or PS Plus, I would like to just have it for a year and not worry about monthly payments.
Oh,
That's
yeah, 'cause
why
it's like buying a game for a year.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's
why I
pretty
would
good.
like to pay the $50 outright. It's just that I haven't because $50. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm gonna need that money at a different time.
maybe the article was wrong or something because I can't find anything on this. Also, it's going pretty dang slow.
Oh.
So I can't.
No, but what you need, homie Christopher, is you need to be like, oh man, this game's so hype hot, and now I gotta play with the people. And then when you find that someone be, you're gonna get in it. Oh, we need to be playing Dead by Daylight. We've all got PlayStations.
Was that's the one with the Freddy Krueger? Not Freddy Krueger, but the
No, yeah, Freddy Krueger's in it.
Okay,
Michael
there you
Myers,
go.
all of them.
Okay, so it's that one. All right.
Mhm.
Because I always get that one confused with the other game.
The Friday the 13th one?
No, the other one that has Daylight in it or something, or Dead by something. The one with the parkour and the zombies.
Dying Light?
There you go, that one.
I think
Yeah,
this is
completely, dude.
this is the second time on this podcast where Kevin has said Dead by Daylight and you confused it with Dying Light.
They both have light in it, so.
Also, it's just nice to play the game with friends because if you're not in the friend group, then you're the outsider, and the friend group is gonna put it in your caboose every time. It's
So sad.
So
also it's so satisfying to swing a sledgehammer and you just bash in the skulls of those pesky survivors. I'm just saying. No, it feels good. Although
now imagine that game in VR.
I would play Dead by Daylight in VR. I'd be the killer, and I'd just be a couple of hands floating nebulously in the screen.
I'm waiting for the whole, like you said, SAO version of VR. Oh, it's gonna be so great.
Man,
So
man,
great.
no,
So
we're not waiting
so
for that,
dang
Ismont.
good. So good.
I mean, I'm kind of waiting a little bit so I could be like, I told you so, and then it all goes tits up.
I don't mind if I get stuck in the game. It'll be fun.
See, you think the problem is you think you're like a main character, but you're like
No, I'm a secondary character. It's okay.
No, you're party goer number 3. You die in the first wave.
It'll be fun though. I'll enjoy it. It's okay. It's like exploring a whole new world, you know.
Anyway, after Spelunky, it was Genshin Impact.
Was this the other bow game? The game with the bow and arrows?
Probably. I mean, there is a character with a bow. It was Anime Breath of the Wild.
Oh, it's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
No, it's this one. Okay, yeah, this one actually, I was kind of down,
Mhm.
kinda.
Talked about this earlier with Kevin, and I couldn't remember the name at the time, but it is Genshin Impact. And that one, that was where I was finally like, yeah, now I'm interested in this state of play. Thank you for bringing this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games
I really
in.
like the art style, by the way. The art style was really nice.
Yeah.
It was real pretty.
It's super dope.
Yeah.
And like when it was announced earlier, like a month ago, and I remember because it was on Twitter and people were like, man, this is just Breath of the Wild anime. Why are they just ripping off Breath of the Wild? And I was like, what is wrong with that?
It's like, no, more people should be ripping it off, I feel. Also, I thought it was a Switch game getting ported over to the PlayStation when I saw the trailer. I was like, oh my goodness.
Breath of the Wild is a great game, so why shouldn't more games be like Breath of the Wild? It's like with the same argument, Persona is a great game, so why shouldn't more games be like Persona?
Persona is a great game. It very much is.
Man. Christopher, you should play the Personas. And we've talked your ear off many a time, but you can't truly know the treasure that it is unless you get your hands on it.
And playing Persona 4 has made me appreciate Persona 5 so much more. It really has.
Yeah.
Just all the quality of life stuff that Persona 5 has done. So good. Oh, Persona 5 Scramble, by the way, is coming out in, I think...
Isn't that
January.
already out?
No, Scramble is, I think, coming out January, March, something like that. So
What
it's
is-
quarter 1,
What
2021.
is Scramble?
It's going to be a sequel to Persona 5.
What?
I thought it was like a DLC expansion because it's...
No, they're saying it's a sequel to Persona 5, sorta.
So it's probably going to be shit.
So it's like Royal, except
No, Royal is like
yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's a retelling way better.
No, so yeah, but I think Scramble's supposed to be like a sequel, and there's gonna be some different gameplay elements. So it's like a spin-off sequel thing.
Yeah, no, it's a the combat's completely different.
Yeah,
that
from what I
that much
understand.
I did see.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
Also, it's not the combat I want in a Persona game.
But it's the they're gonna have the same what's it called, the relationship stuff and all that.
Oh
all
yeah, no,
jazz.
that's drugs. That's great.
Yeah, so you'll get to enjoy wooing Makoto yet again.
Oh yeah, all
Again.
over again. Oh yeah, I love Makoto-chan.
She's my favorite girl, as you can probably tell.
I mean, you've mentioned it before.
Yep, a million times. And then I guess Hifumi can take second.
I mean, she's okay. That punk rock doctor, she catches all the penis. You know what she's doing behind that desk.
Mm.
No, it's all about the Makoto.
So after Genshin Impact was a game called Aeon Mustai or Eon. It was like that heavy metal.
That side scrolling.
Yeah, side
thing.
scrolling like action. It was more like
It looked cool.
a hack and slash
Yeah.
side scroller.
It looks cool, but it's definitely not my sort of cup of tea because I don't play that many hack and slash stuff.
Like had that
And I
had
also
that
don't like
guy.
side scrolling.
He was, he was like he's in like the I don't know what to call it,
It
but
looked like a movie though. I'll give you that.
it looks super cool.
Yeah, it did look super cool. So I mean, like if you're into the side scrolling hack and slash, definitely your cup of tea, I suppose.
It looked cool. I'm like, I'm not gonna touch it, but I'm like, what an interesting idea. But that's
Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly.
Wait, how many games? Oh, I want to talk about the last game they talked about. Freaking the game that actually looked like it has potential. The
Which one was that?
I don't know, but it was all combat and gameplay.
Godfall.
Oh,
I think
that
it was
one.
Godfall. Yeah.
Naming
convention. Maybe hopefully they put it back in the pot and come up with something.
I'll be honest. I skimmed through that one because it looked like just your generic kind of.
No, it
MMO.
does. No, for sure.
It's like an MMO, right? RPG.
But I liked how he was
I
teleporting.
can't tell.
I liked the teleporting around part of the combat. I'm like, oh man, that looks pretty good. I'd like to play that.
That game was first announced during the PS5 reveal event, and it was just a trailer of the characters beating people up, and I was like, this is something that I have a problem with trailers. It's like you're just showing me all these
Yeah, you mean
Like,
like concept trailers?
the best moments, really.
they're like pretty much fanfare moments in the game, but it's like, what is your game actually? So I'm glad that they actually went in depth.
I think trailers should have the dullest moment, and then the best moment, and then it should.
No,
be
I think they should be
side.
all dull moments so that at least it's honest.
Because I mean, you don't want it to be too dull, because then people are not gonna, go for it.
Yeah, but
you want it to be just dull enough where it's like,
No, you should
okay,
give away the second act plot twist in the trailer. Morons. Jeez.
Dude, I hate it when movies do that. When the trailers come on, and because I'm at this point, I don't even watch trailers for movies anymore, because the trailers show way too much. Like I think it might have been Jurassic World or something. It showed like half the
Yeah,
movie.
you basically saw the movie
Yeah.
before you went to go see it.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh god damn it.
I mean, I still went to see it
Disappointing.
a lot. I saw it like 3-4 times while I was still in theaters.
I think I've seen it too many times at this point. Out of theaters.
Also, Chris Pratt is awesome.
no, he is awesome.
We should have... That red-haired heifer should have gotten eaten by the pterodactyl. And she should have been replaced by Aubrey Plaza. And then that way we get some parts
Speaking
in
of Jurassic World, though, you know the guy who dies in the helicopter? Huge spoiler there, by the way, with the pterodactyls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about
yeah, he passed away, the actor.
Oh.
Yeah. So sad. He was in, I think, Life of Pi. He was in Slumdog Millionaire. He was in so many great movies, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like that dude. Yeah, he dead now, though. He died of, I think, cancer it was, or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard a review of Life of Pi where it's like, oh yeah, the boat crashes, and then 2.5 hours before this is a complete and utter bullshit story. And I'm like, man, what a good review. He's like, yeah, 3 people died, but then up until you get to that point is nonsense. It's not real. They're lying to you. And I'm like, ooh, I gotta see this movie.
All I know is that it's about a guy in a boat with a tiger. So, yeah.
Is
But how did he get there?
That's a good question. I don't know. I never watched the movie. I probably should, but I never did. Cause
You could read the book. It's more accurate, and it might make more sense.
oh well, I'm gonna go watch the movie instead.
Yeah, sure, you'd be done with the movie. Yeah.
My reading list is already too long. I don't want to add more to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're like halfway through recording, and we're halfway through this list.
Okay,
Right,
cool.
awesome.
Next was Anno Mutationem, and I assume that's the way you pronounce it. I actually couldn't even tell how you could spell it.
Which one was this again?
It was like another anime game, side-scrolling. At least side-scrolling, and then 3D perspective, and like there's an anime girl, and she's doing things. I don't know how to explain it. It really didn't catch my attention.
I need to look this one up because I don't remember it at all.
I think that could summarize the whole state of play. It really didn't. Nothing really stood out too much. Although way better than what Xbox got cooking. So good job, PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So about that, I mean,
Oh, it's this one. Okay.
yeah.
It's like a cyberpunk looking thing.
yeah.
Oh, all right, I'd be down. Why not?
Also, did Cyberpunk get pushed back again? I haven't heard nothing about it.
Oh, no, Cyberpunk is coming out in November, so that's official so far.
Well, when we
November.
get to November, we'll just have to see.
But before then, September is coming along, and there's like 3 or 4 games that I'm super excited for. So yeah. September's list is looking pretty dang good.
Which ones?
Crusader Kings 3. That's the number 1 on my list because it's Crusader Kings, and that game is fucking awesome. And yeah. So Crusader Kings 2, if you don't know what that is, it's a I guess you would say real time strategy because but you can pause, but just like it is real time.
No, real-time strategy is like...
Yeah, it's like strategy RPG. It's a really heavy RPG, by the way.
Yeah.
So like you play as a king or a lord or whatever, a count, duke, and there's a lot of intrigue. You can basically poison your enemies and do that. Do all sorts of awesome shit. You can inbreed if you really into that. Yep. Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. And it's just about keeping your dynasty alive. That's literally what it's about. And
You want to try that again?
Yeah. What?
What's that word you said? Starts with a D. You pronounced it
dynasty.
improperly.
Dynasty.
Dynasty?
Dynasty. Yeah, same thing. It's pronounced both ways.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure, Ismont. Yeah, oh.
I've heard it pronounced both ways. So
When I first heard you say it, I thought you said dentistry.
well, dynasty, same thing.
No, I mean I'm gonna start using that because I like saying words the not usual way.
But no, yeah. So yeah, that's a grand strategy game. Really good. I recommend it. It's only on PC though, so yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I got a console port, but it's definitely one of Paradox's.
Paradox.
Yeah, it's a Paradox game.
Okay.
So it's excellent because almost all of Paradox's games are excellent.
Yeah, much like Atlas.
Yeah.
The guy's just crushing it.
Are you excited for that new Switch game? Luigi has had enough Mario shit.
Which one is
Oh
this?
my god,
It's
is that what is it called?
It's a remake of Mario is Missing, where Luigi has had enough of Mario shit. And so he takes a gun and he puts it to his head and he says, "You have 20 seconds to plead your case." And the game is your Mario and you're pleading your case.
Wait, what game is this?
This doesn't exist. I'm making it up.
Oh. But no, seriously.
Man, that'd be a great VR, and then you just be hands with the gun. Oh man, that'd be good.
That'd be pretty fun. No,
Then
but
you just be the gloved hands. He'd be like, oh jeez. Oh.
But yeah, moral of the story: play Crusader Kings 2. That's a must play right there, especially if you're the grand strategy RPG stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so that's one. What about the other two, Ismont?
Oh, so you have Iron Harvest, which is a kind of like Men of War. I don't know if you know what that one is, but that's also a real time strategy game. But like you move the soldiers around on on a 3D thing, and you can also control the soldiers, and you can blow some tanks
So
out.
is this third game also a real time strategy, Ismont?
I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't think it was though.
Okay.
No, it wasn't RTS.
Oh.
It was. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, those two are the top of my list. Particularly Crusader Kings 3. That's like my game of the year right there. I'm waiting for. So yeah.
No, but how's that RE0? Ismont? I haven't been watching.
Oh, dude, the Hardy's.
Yeah,
dude,
that's season 2.
The last episode on Wednesday, that was good. I mean, so we got to see Subaru's past, like where he started.
Oh yeah,
from.
isn't his dad like a huge goober?
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
is.
man, I love Goober Dad. Goober Dad is awesome, man.
And-
Give me more of that.
And then he gets the season 1 episode 1 treatment, where he gets his belly cut open. But that's good fun.
Oh wait, the dad or Subaru?
Subaru. Yeah.
Again? Oh, man. Does he go, oh, not again? Anytime he's like, man.
And that was the end of the episode. It was literally with his belly cut open. So, yeah, pretty. Spoiler alert, by the way. He gets his belly cut open a few times throughout the series.
God damn.
He has a rough go, that main character. Usually they have plot
I know.
armor, but he has the opposite.
Literally, his entire purpose is to die. So, I mean, yeah, he dies.
That's interesting.
So, I mean, I'm not spoiling anything right there, but he dies.
He does a lot.
So, after Anno Mutation Next was more footage of Bug Snacks. And
You know, after seeing that more footage, though, I'm interested. I'm not gonna lie, I am interested, because it had that whole what's it called? Kind of like, you know, you build up the town feel,
yeah,
which I do enjoy. I do enjoy when it's like a, you know, like a kind of lighthearted, kind of like Animal Crossing or like Harvest Moon. It's kind of lighthearted, you know, you're just chilling and you get to enjoy some, you know, good old casual fun.
yeah. The way the trailer was structured when it was showing the last bit from that trailer from the PS5 reveal, and then it cuts to the newspaper chief, the news chief, and they were talking like, "You really buy that, Croc? Like, you really gonna take up this story?" And I was like, "Wait a minute, this is an interesting twist. Like maybe there's something under the seams here." And it's like, then it just goes.
Because definitely the original trailer, the first one I remember seeing, I was not too pleased with it. But after seeing this one, I was like, all right, I can get behind this.
Yeah. So then you just go to the island and they're all like, "Mr. Journalist, you must have this skill of wrangling animals. Why don't you go and do this for me?"
And then you collect the snacks.
Yeah, then you eat living food.
Yeah, good fun.
Sure, it's...
I mean, it does feel reminiscent of, like, you know, the other casual games, like you know, the good stuff, the, like, you know, Animal Crossing, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that kind of vibe. Maybe like you can get like some, you know, what's that one game? Banjo-Kazooie?
Banjo, yeah.
Yeah, it had that kind of vibe to it, sorta. Maybe not as
Maybe in appearance.
Yeah, rest
Yeah.
in peace, Banjo-Kazooie. May you never come
not
back.
in the, you know, like the dirty sense, but, you know, like in the, you know, kind of casual looking, you know, fun time sense.
Yeah. So after Bug Snacks, we already talked about Vader Immortal. After that, they showed footage for the expansion for the game Control, and I was surprised by this because Control came out a couple years ago.
Has it really been a couple years now?
I swear Control came out in 2018.
Are we sure about that?
I'm not
That
sure
doesn't
about
sound
that.
accurate.
No, because when I bought my PC, it was still brand new, and I bought my PC within the last year because I'm still paying.
Yeah,
it.
I want to say more latter half of 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
That's
So
what I
maybe
wanna
it was
say.
last year.
Because, like, I've had my PC now for almost a year.
I
Also,
don't know,
isn't it
yeah.
also blowing up now because more people are playing now that they're staying home and they have nothing better to do?
Might
But
be.
the whole point of Control was kind of like a ray tracing, you know, like for the RTX. It was just like a nice little way to show off what the RTX could do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, it's a really pretty game, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I got it for free when I got my PC.
When they were showing that expansion, like I couldn't even recognize it because Control looked like a completely different game. Like the actual game is completely different. This expansion called Awe, I think.
Yeah, it's Control like or something like that.
Control Awe. It looked completely different, like in terms of setting and like what you're doing. So it really intrigued me, even though I don't have Control. Maybe I will get it. And also, I think they probably it's gonna be like available on PS5. I didn't entirely catch that though. It is on PS4. That's the important part. Like majority of this state of play is just PS4 games.
Oh, side note. Apparently, Miles Morales is in fact its own game, not a remastering or expansion of the PS4.
That's the Spider-Man,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Mm.
okay. It's
It's
supposed
like,
to be like it's supposed to be like a small
I kind of
title,
don't. I didn't want that. I wanted Miles Morales to be an expansion
right?
because fuck Miles Morales.
Oh,
Um,
I don't know much about him, so.
It's, jeez, like how many times did they change the story on that? Like, oh, it's a new Spider-Man game. Like, oh no, it's actually just an expansion for Spider-Man PS4. It's like, oh no, actually it's DLC. You're able to play Miles Morales, and like now it is its own thing again.
Well, I never played the Spider-Man game, so
Well,
yeah.
apparently, it's not going to be. It's
I
not
mean-
going to be as says it's going to be smaller in scope, so it's not going to be even as good a Spider-Man game.
Ooh, that's sad.
See, oh.
All I need in a Spider-Man game though is web swinging. That's a Spider-Man game for me.
yeah.
See,
It's
I
just
was
a web
kind of
swinging
hoping
around.
that this would be Spider-Man, PlayStation Spider-Man the Royal, in the sense that Miles was Spider-Man all along, but then they just add to the story later. You know, like you get that extra semester of, okay, now he's got his own suit, now he's training kind of stuff.
Just give me some web swinging. That's all I want.
I mean, he's got cool power. He's got cooler powers.
Ooh.
So I imagine like he has potential, but I think it's a little too soon. Also, I hear he's a little shite. I mean, I'll have to do more research into this so I could be more accurate. But yeah, I hear a lot of people don't like him in this.
Honestly, in the comics, no, I don't think Miles Morales is that good of a character in the comics. If you've seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse,
I think no, maybe I haven't seen that one. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't.
that movie is great, and that version of Miles Morales is much better written.
Okay, maybe I haven't then. No, I'm thinking of the actual Spider-Man
Yeah.
with what's his name, Holland.
Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That they're getting that third movie out though. They're working on it right
There's
now.
a third one coming?
Yeah.
I thought they were done with the whole Avengers.
That doesn't matter.
Oh,
They can still
No,
make
Spider-Man is big enough he can afford to be on his own.
can we get the Green Goblin back though?
No.
We totally can now because it's been after this is like what the third reset.
Mm-hmm.
I just want the Green Goblin again, because the Green Goblin in the original with what's his name?
No, did
Is
you
it-
not
is it
play?
McGuire?
Willem Dafoe.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, I guess yeah.
Wait, did you
that was
not
great.
play Spider-Man PS4? Is what?
No, I haven't.
No, yeah. See, that's dumb. You should
No, I definitely should.
because
go
all
get
the
it
things you're
and
like,
play it.
man, the things I want. I'm like, dude, they're totally in the game, and you're
No,
and
I
you're
know.
missing out.
I know PS4 has the nice web swinging. I've seen it.
No, there's that, and then the fact that
Do they have Green Goblin though?
he's not Green Goblin yet, which is like, oh.
That's disappointing because I like Green Goblin.
No, but I don't know. I feel he has greater potential now that he was just some guy in the story before being Green Goblin day one.
Yeah.
But no, with the Green Goblin, it's Maguire, right? Tobey Maguire. That's in that movie. Or
Tobey
was-
Yeah,
Maguire is that Spider-Man? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, cool. I wanted to
No,
be sure.
Andy Garfield also fought a goblin.
Yeah, but I mean that Green Goblin lasted literally 2 scenes.
Wait, is
Oh
that
yeah, and then that shit was canceled, and then they never.
Wait, which one was this?
So
The Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? Second
yeah.
one. Yeah.
So the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, there was the Green Goblin, like Harry Osborn became the Green Goblin for maybe 2 minutes in movie time.
He had the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, he came in, he messed up everything.
He dropped a girl from a building and then he bounced.
Oh yeah, and then the girl dies, huh?
And then Spider-Man snapped her spine in half.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the Green Goblin he flies into an electrical plant and explodes.
I need to rewatch this movie.
No, because at the end of it, the stinger was, oh, they're setting up a Sinister Six movie, which is what PS4 is about, the game.
Oh, okay.
And then it's like, oh man, and they show you like all the equipment of the different villains, right? Oh, I see those. Those are for so and so. And then instead of getting Amazing Spider-Man 3, we got Homecoming.
You know, I always forget that Amazing Spider-Man though is a thing.
Yeah, most people. Yeah.
It lasted, it was only 2 movies.
Because all I remember is the original trilogy with Maguire, which is when you had the first one was Goblin. I forget what the second one was.
He was Dr. Octopus.
Oh, it's the Doc
Dr.
Ock.
Octopus.
Yeah, with Alfred Molina. Man,
Yeah.
he did such a good job.
And then the Venom bit, which is also pretty cool.
I mean,
With Foreman,
I guess I don't know. Which
Topher
one.
Grace.
All I know
It's
is
not-
Venom.
Yeah, the actor. Oh,
That's all I know.
it was Black Suit Spider-Man
By
and
the way,
Sandman.
Since we're talking about Spider-Man, that Venom movie though, or the Sandlin Venom movie,
What about it?
it's pretty good. Except
No, it wasn't. You're
except-
lying.
I didn't like how they just hid all the gore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hired a cameraman that was real queasy, and he was
So that's what really pissed. I think that movie would have been amazing if they just showed us the head just getting eaten. But no, they go whoop, pan
Yeah, I
away.
feel they didn't capitalize on the fact that this villain has his own isolated universe movie. I feel like they
They
could
really
have.
screwed the pooch on that because I mean Deadpool would have been like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. They were like, we can't make this a rated M movie, then we won't get all the children into the theater.
No, it has to be rated M. That's the best thing.
No, but the thing, they didn't get the children in anyway. Because even the children were like, no, we don't want to see this PG-13 crap.
Oh, dude, that was the biggest disappointment though. It was just I didn't get to see the gore that I wanted to see.
That they talked about in the movie that
Yeah.
they totally was going on here.
Yeah, like you know what's happening, and all you see is just pan away, head's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, zoom into the mouth pan away. Ah!
Yeah. Oh,
And then you hear the crunches and the splorches of the bodies, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, if only I could see.
I know, right?
That's just some guy making noise with his little toys over there.
I mean, overall, the movie was great. It was lacking.
Extremely lacking. And supposedly now that Sony and Disney have like made up, they said their parents got together and they were like, you two are gonna hug and say sorry. And then they did, and they're like, okay, now we can make Spider-Man movies together again. Supposedly there are some talks and plans of having Venom cross over with Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Well, that'd be fun.
That was planned for the Venom movie. It's just that Marvel came in at the last second and was like, no, we're taking Tom Holland.
That would
to do
be cool.
Avengers.
Oh, Avengers. It was still good though. I mean,
Oh my gosh, yeah, give me a rated R Spider-Man movie.
I'd be down.
Like, okay, but who's an R-rated level villain who really would take advantage of like all the awful?
Venom.
Venom's good. But no, but he was ruined, so we have to get the new hotness in here.
Carnage.
Which one was that?
Red Venom.
What happened to that Rhino guy?
What do you mean? What happened to him?
I don't know. All I remember is he was in that one level of the PS2 game.
Rhino's a very famous Spider-Man villain, but what about him? He's the Rhino. It's like he doesn't do anything special.
I don't know. Those are the first thing that came to mind.
He's just the Rhino, and that's it.
All right then.
I think he was a part of the Sinister Six, but it's like he was one of those members. It's like, why is the Rhino here? He's not Sinister.
And then you had the Dr. Octopus guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, oh man, and as Woody Harrelson as Carnage, no less, I think would be the. No, but Carnage actually really is good because I forget he does different stuff than Venom, which is more.
And he's more wild and he's like
Which one is he?
psychotic. Carnage is the red Venom. It's like the parasite that created Venom got stuck in the blood of Eddie something.
Oh, is that at the end of the third movie?
I don't know. There are many schools of thought on where Carnage comes from. My favorite is the symbiote suit itself fused with Peter Parker's blood, and that's why Carnage is such a because it's not there. Initially, there wasn't a person in there.
No, because I know in the end of the third movie.
But Woody Harrelson has earned the title.
The other guy becomes Venom or something, right? Or something like that. Or maybe it's been a very long time since I watched this movie, mind you. So
Which movie?
The third Spider-Man, the original trilogy.
Oh, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
No, I mean he completely destroys the parasite at the end of 3.
Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm thinking of something else then. I don't know.
I think maybe there was I think the director Sam Raimi because he thought he was going to get a 4th movie. I think he wanted to do some other things like how his professor at college was missing an arm. That guy was supposed to be the Lizard in the next movie. But the next movie didn't come. And
instead,
I think
you got Amazing Spider-Man with the Lizard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got it right then. Cool.
Oh man, then we got Black Electro and Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2, which was cool. Dang, Jamie Foxx, you were cool.
Jamie Foxx is awesome.
Yeah.
He's an awesome actor. I love that guy.
Auto chess.
You know, I'm gonna say something that people are gonna hate me for right now. I hate how it's called auto chess.
What is auto chess?
I hate it so much because it has spawned a whole new genre, and every time I want to Google chess, this is the shit that pops up now, and it pisses me off. It has ruined the good name of chess.
The game announced after the Control expansion, auto chess.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't even paying attention to it when it was on screen.
So auto chess. So there's auto chess. There's Dota chess. There's
Is there beta chess? Alpha chess?
There's so many different
Gamma?
No, there's so many different games that have made their own so you know how what's it called? The whole battle royale thing became a thing? Mm-hmm. And every game wanted a battle royale edition
because it was the hotness.
Yeah. Right? Well, that's what they're doing with the auto chess thing. So Dota did it. I think League of Legends has one probably. Yeah, it's just I played the Dota chess for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Underlords, and I mean, so it's okay. I mean, I don't like it that much because of one, it doesn't feel too strategy-ish. You know, it doesn't feel like chess. It's just it does it for you, and everything's kind of random. And there's a lot of things out of your control, to say the least. So, yeah, I don't feel like I get any better, and I don't feel like I get any worse when I play. I just feel kind of static, and it depends on.
Oh, is it like no real challenge, no stimulation?
That's how I feel anyway when I play it. Maybe for other people who are probably like more into the meta and that kind of thing,
Oh,
the
meta. Oh.
Yeah, they probably understand it more. But really, what it comes down to is just here's your pool of characters, you pick them, and then they kind of do the game for you. And then you come.
Does it at least change up like how they do the game, or does each character do the same game?
Well, I mean, like so the pool of characters, it depends also on your opponents, because your opponents, if they pick one, then that one gets taken out of the pool, right?
Oh, so you have one pool that you select from, like, both parties? Oh, okay.
Everyone selects from, yeah. Because I think it's like 8 players.
Oh, so you can't just have 8 of one character on it?
Well, I mean, you're also collecting multiple, and then you're upgrading your character.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone else has an upgraded one, you're going to find less of them in the pool.
Damn, okay.
So, yeah. So there's some strategy bits, but it's mostly just picking your characters and then picking what buffs and bonuses they get because they have some synergy stuff.
Oh, okay.
And that's about it, really. That's literally...
Yeah, see, that sounds...
It's just, yeah. It really does not feel like chess at all to me.
Like the great man once said, not my cup of tea.
Yeah. No, it's just my main gripe is that it's just... The reason why it's called auto chess is because it's on a chessboard. That's literally it. It's because the whole game is just on a board that happens to be 8 by... I think 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So auto chess, pretty boring. After that was the Pedestrian, which is like this...
I think it's just a port, right, that they're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this game.
I remember... I
Pedestrian.
I remember watching some gameplay of it a while ago.
It's like a puzzler.
Yeah, like
puzzle
a puzzle story-driven thing.
Yeah, where like you have like signs, like the...
You basically jump from one scene to another. Quite literally.
Yeah, but the style is like the signs, like street signs, traffic signs.
Yeah, all sorts of things.
With the character is the man in the
it's a
the
stick
bathroom
figure.
man.
You know, like the stick figure guy.
Oh, okay.
In the signs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's just going through each sign, as he crosses the street.
Crosses the street. He goes in a door, and you gotta connect the door to another sign that is a room, and you gotta get him out and about.
That's kind of the whole concept.
Kind of sounds lame. I
mean, it's just it's a nice little casual thing. I would call it.
Oh, maybe it's so we could give it to the young kids, so they aren't,
I mean, yeah, I think a youngin can play it. It would probably give them a challenge a bit,
Mm-hmm.
Stimulate their mind a little.
No, I'm talking about, instead of, raising the little child, and the little child is just a little beehole. So instead, you just give them a game that they can't, just...
Oh, dude, I remember playing those games on my computer with what's it called? Was it not Reader Rat? Was it? It's one of those things where they like teach you shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What, point and click?
Kind of, but there was like actual puzzles and stuff, and it was just like teaching math, reading, all sorts of little things. Yeah.
Are you talking about like those old Disney games that came out with the movies?
No, not Disney games. They were like actual standalone. I'll have to show you sometime.
Yeah, okay.
I'll have to show you because it's they had like their whole series or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And there was like different ones for different grade levels. So yeah.
What grade level were you as? I like to think I'm first grade.
I think it was roughly roughly 4th or 5th grade level kind of stuff because that's probably when I still had them. Roughly around then, yeah.
Okay, so it's been a cool minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Uh-huh.
Maybe like 2nd grade actually. Maybe something between 2nd and 5th, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
After Pedestrian was Hood, Outlaws, and Legends.
That was the...
Where it's like the rogues. And it's like...
Yeah, the 4.
Oh, it was that one.
Team versus team rogues arena fight.
Okay, so at the very beginning, before they...
Before you knew what it was?
Yeah, before I saw the barbarian people,
mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this looks so awesome. I want this. And then they came out and I was like, oh, never mind.
Back to Flash.
Because it really did remind me of like Kingdom Come Deliverance. And it reminded me of a few other titles. And I was just like, oh, this looks pretty cool. And then I realized it was just another little kind of like action beat 'em up thing, and I was like, oh, never mind. I thought it was gonna be like an RPG thing, and it wasn't, and I was kind of disappointed.
I was also kind of hoping for an RPG like something aspect of the game, although there still could be. Hard to say for sure at this juncture.
See,
but it looks like it won't.
Basically, what it gave me vibes of was like kind of a Game of Thrones vibe at first.
Mm-hmm.
And,
kind of a little bit.
Yeah, and so I was kind of hoping like, oh, am I getting like an RPG that might
Game
have
of Thrones?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want in life. But no.
Yeah.
It was more like the season 8 of Game of Thrones. And I was like,
oh no, not season 8. That's the bad one. Hey, yo, Chris, are we just gonna do a watch of where we just watch that? I think that last season would be something. Or at least watch the episode where they time travel and they have the coffee cup from Starbucks in the shot.
They took that out, by the way.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Can I get like a director's cut that has it put back into the scene?
That'd be pretty. I actually have I think I have seasons 1 through 7 at home. I don't think I have season 8.
Don't get it.
Yeah, it's not on my shelf. No.
You're better off just hopefully believing that it never ended. Because the ending is not satisfactory.
Didn't they get their own Star Wars series taken away from them? After
Yes.
They did, and I'm quite glad that they did.
Thank God there is some justice in this world.
There is. It was karmic justice. And
honestly, I was disappointed. I'm like, oh man, now that they're bad, they're not getting it. Oh, I kind of wanted to see a bad Star Wars.
Kevin, you already got it. It's called that 7th movie. Or
Man,
no, 8th movie, sorry.
No, that 8th movie.
With Princess Leia flying out of the cockpit and then flying back into it.
No, that was CGI Leia. CGI Leia can do anything.
I'm telling you, that was like the biggest what the moment.
Yeah, why? Why is that there, man?
I mean, the actress is dead. Kill her off while you still can.
No, they needed her in the next movie for some reason to teach Rey how to be Jedi because of course they couldn't get Luke to do that.
Man, you know what's really dumb? How she's like, oh, I had this vision that my son's gonna die at the end of my training. And then 5 feet away, Luke's like, oh man, I had this vision that I'm gonna kill her son when her training's done. And it's like, man, we could have avoided a whole 3 movies conjoined into one movie if they just had a simple conversation.
The other reason I hated this 8th movie was because it was just a big old long chase scene where none of it mattered.
No, that last movie was a trilogy of its own. There was the first movie where they had to find the dumb dagger that no one cares about. And then there's the second arc where they steal the dagger. And then it's the third act that doesn't matter, where it was the old man in the chair all along. How did he get in that chair? How is he still alive? That's not important.
That was another big disappointment.
He fell into the spaceship core, and there was a big blue fire explosion.
I never watched the 9th movie because after the 8th one, I was like, I'm done. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see Rise of Skywalker?
No, I did not.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, see, I was really confused. I thought you were talking about what's his name, Snoke, in his little armchair, and you get stabbed, and then it's like, well, that was just
no, you gotta watch that 9th one, man. So there can be completion.
After the 8th one, I don't want completion.
No, Chris, when you told me they make out, and then he just dies and becomes one with the Force, I'm like, nuh-uh. And then a friend of mine sent me the exact clip you were talking about, and I damn near lost my shit. I'm like, oh my gosh, this movie.
Okay, time. We're really running out of time. We have to get to streaming.
Oh, okay.
One last game, 1 minute, Temtem. It's Pokemon Online. But better.
I have this on PC, so because it's been on PC
I was
for a while.
hearing Temtem's pretty good.
It is pretty good. It's like I like the take that they do on Pokemon with it. It's pretty good. It's really good. It's good. It takes the Pokemon formula and it does something new with it. Pretty good.
What's that new thing?
Well, it's like Pokemon double battles all the time, though.
Oh, okay. I'm down with double battles.
Yeah, and so you got your little Temtems, and they got their own types and stuff. And then they got
Oh, so they're called Temtems.
Yeah, they're called Temtems.
Okay.
So like Pokemon's Pokemon, Digimon or Digimon.
Yeah. Okay.
This
Right
is
on.
Temtem.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean the art style's pretty nice. It's pretty pretty bright, vibrant colors. That's what they use. It's still in, I think, alpha, beta, or something like that. I don't even know what it is. Early access.
Now, is this a PC game, or is this also getting a console port?
Well, it's getting a console port.
It's coming to PlayStation.
Oh, was it in the state of play and I just fast-forwarded? I didn't.
Yeah, you probably did.
Oh.
It was after Hood.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but no, the only issue right now with Temtem, or at least when I was playing it back in...
Before?
When it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much it has improved, but the issue was there wasn't a lot of content because it was still brand new. But also the second issue was, you know how in Pokemon over the years they've really improved.
It sucks. Okay, time.
Wait, I wasn't done.
We gotta go.
No, wait. So they improved the whole what's it called? The EV's IV stuff. Wait, no, I'm not.
Just getting into position faster.
Okay. Well, yeah, no. So you know how they improved over the years the EVs and IVs.
Yes.
And the
A
training.
thing most people don't use. Yeah.
Yeah, but for tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Temtem's the way they do it is if you thought Pokemon was bad with the EVs and IVs back in the day, oh, you're gonna love this.
Is there at least a bar or a stat I could check for the IVs in the
I think
Temtem?
so. I think
that's
so.
leagues and bounds for a Pokemon. There we go. Right away.
But the impossibility of getting it to a good level is
making it viable is no.
yeah.
Oh, see.
Yeah. That's the
Maybe
issue.
Temtem 2, the RPG, will get it right.
But yeah, so that would be the main difference, I would say.
Yay,
Yeah,
Pokemon.
that's episode 9, yo.
Pokemon bad, Temtem good. Goodbye. If you go to anchor.fm/BEAN-STOCK, that's anchor.fm/bean-stock, you can find all the links for the podcast on all 6 of the platforms that we stream on. We also have all of our socials linked to the descriptions of each episode as well as on our Anchor page. We also have a YouTube channel which is also linked in the description and on the Anchor page. We have a Twitch channel as well. It's not linked on the Anchor page, but it will be in the description of this video. It is twitch.tv/beansonstream, spelled exactly as you would spell it, one word.
All right.